My name's John, and today we're going to talk about just how you can get the attention of those non-union folks out in the field using video. Let's get to it.
Solidarity means standing together no matter our difference.
What do we want? When do we want it? Now! Shame on!
You know, we build the big jobs, the big buildings.
So the first idea I want to introduce to you, which is something I learned reading books about marketing over the years, and that is the AIDA rule. And it pretty much goes with anything. Building a website, building a video, you name it. You can use the AIDA rule all across social media. It's just a great guideline to use to make sure that it's whatever you're producing is going to have the action or the result that you'd like to see. So AIDA stands for Attention, Interest, Desire, Action. And there's actually another version that I like too, which is AIDA, is that how you pronounce it? Attention, Interest, Desire, Conviction, Action. So the A stands for attention. And what you want to do first is get their attention. And if you can't get their attention, you're going to struggle. The attention part of the AIDA rule is probably the most important one that you're going to need to remember. They're all important, but if you can't get their attention, you're not going to get them to do the rest of it. So, get their attention first. How do you get their attention? Focus on them. What problems can you solve? What does joining the union mean to the guy out in the field that's working non-union? How does it help him? Focus on that, not how it helps you. And that's what's going to grab his attention. Or you can focus on attention getting as far as flashy video or a sound that's maybe obnoxious, but I wouldn't recommend that. But any way you can get their attention is the right way to go. Typically, you have about 5 seconds. Facebook says that you have about 3 seconds, but I think it's somewhere in between 3 and 5 seconds because our attention span now, due to the fact that we have the internet, is pretty slim. The importance of attention in that AIDA rule is extremely important. If you can't get their attention, you're not going to be able to get them to do the rest of what you need them to do, which is eventually join the union. So you grab their attention, you get them interested, you get them to desire the thing that you are trying to sell. In this case, it's an idea of joining a union, and you ask them to do something at the end, which is the action. So attention, interest, desire, action. And then you can add something else in there called conviction. So attention, interest, desire, conviction, action. And that may just be like a testimonial from someone else that's out in the field that has shared their story of joining the union. That just kind of proves to the prospective audience that your idea is truthful because someone else has been through it and that person gets to share. And generally you can pretty much tell when someone has conviction in their voice that it's truthful. Not always, but I would say 90% of the time it's probably true. And that's really going to help you get your point across in that video. So what can you do to get their attention? One thing you can do is focus on the problems that they have or that they may have. So the three main pillars of problems is health, wealth, and relationships. So you could focus on health. That would be that job sites are safer, and that just might be one thing. You could focus on the wages and the wages being higher and that they'd get a retirement and they'd make more money over time. So that could be another thing. Then you could focus on the fact that it's a brotherhood and a sisterhood, and maybe being part of something to some people is more important than the money. I doubt it, because everybody kind of wants to make money, but it is something you can put out there. And I think if someone saw the first video about making money and then they saw another video about you could be part of a group that's, has your back, and then they're like, wait, I can make more money, and someone will have my back, and I'm not going to die. That sounds pretty good. So that's why I said in my last video that you may not always get them on the first try, because you just really have to sell that idea with some conviction, some desire. Like that guy has to, or that guy or gal has to really want it, because you've presented your pitch very well. And you're not really selling in this case, but you're giving. So you want to give information, like the best information you can to help them. And that may be, you kind of have to get creative about that. giving is the way to go. And you don't want to tell them that they're dumb. You don't want to tell them that they should have known, things like that, because no one wants to feel that way. So in your video messaging, you want to make sure that you're not making someone feel dumb, and you kind of have to be careful, and maybe you want to have someone else watch the video or whatever you put out there just to make sure that it came across okay. The goal is to give out as much information as possible so that way locals can do this if they choose to. I'll be here if you need help. Click the like button down below if you like the video. Comment on the video if you have questions about it, or if you feel I don't know what I'm talking about. It's possible. Or if you have any questions that you'd like to have answered about this video or a future video or a previous video, I'd love to help if I can. Thanks for watching.